There he is. Hi, George. Good. How are you doing today? We're riding all the way back to Bridlewood with you.
Oh, right. That's great.
I got on 7773 today.
Okay.
We're going this side.
I'll go back.
Thank you.
You bet.
Have you driven that bus before, George?
Which one?
7773.
Oh, 77. 73. Yes, I believe I have.
How is the traffic today?
No, the traffic's okay.
I guess you just get caught up with lights sometimes.
Yeah.
Did you shift over?
No, not yet. I'm just trying to dig into my bag there.
Oh,
Try one more.
Oh, okay.
hey.
You must have went and got a hook 'em.
I love this. Oh, this is so much fun. Gotta try one more. You didn't get nothing. So
How is it? How is this bus?
This one's good.
I just got on it the other day on Route 56. You know that one, right? Yes.
Yeah, I know that one.
7773 was on Max Purple today.
Oh, okay.
It goes up the East Hills there.
All right.
Not too far from my house.
Okay.
But I don't know if you heard, they might extend it all the way to Chestermere.
Wow.
Eventually, hopefully.
The bus or?
Yeah, the bus. Yeah, Max
Wow.
Purple. So I can get on it there.
Well, actually, there is a city bus that goes out quite a ways out there, isn't there?
Oh.
My daughter-in-law was going to buy a house in, my daughter-in-law and son were going to buy a house in Chestermere, and they said the bus stop was only about 1 kilometer away, the city bus.
You might be on to
That's
something.
close. Yeah. Holy man, that is close. Impressive for Calgary Transit too. Shocking.
Yeah,
I didn't think they'd be out that far.
yeah,
that
probably just a rush hour bus. But it goes out, some of them go out quite a ways. Like there's, on the way to Airdrie, on the east, or pardon me, the west side of the QE2, there's 2 new communities north of Coventry Hills.
Oh yeah, okay.
And the bus goes out to those 2 communities, and that's between Coventry Hills and Airdrie.
Wow.
I didn't know that until only about 4 or 5 months ago, 6 months ago.
They must only use the bus for rush hours.
Rush
so.
hour, yeah, but you can hop on that sometime, Ethan.
Yeah. It's like an express route.
No, it wouldn't be.
No, express is downtown.
Right, this one, and I can't even remember the name of those 2 communities.
How old is this one, I wonder? This bus
I
here?
can't tell, I don't have the sticker.
It's probably about 0102, something like that.
That's right.
Did you hear the guy on the other 12 the other day had to get a change off the bus, quit on him?
Wow. Yeah, I think you mentioned something about
It was one of these too,
that. Yeah.
a 70 series.
Who makes these buses, George?
New Flyer in Winnipeg.
Yeah, it used to be General Motors years ago, but and at one time it was Greyhound when we had the MCIs in the early 90s.
Greyhound had their own bus manufacturing.
What's that?
Greyhound had their own bus manufacturing.
Absolutely.
MCI, Motor Coach Incorporated, and they were made by Greyhound. They were a beautiful bus. But these ones are by Flyer Industries out of Winnipeg.
But I mean, one series they did not do good on is the 75s.
Right.
The engine is in the back, isn't
Yes, it is. Yeah.
George said every time we got a 75 engine, the engine would quit and they wouldn't want to start up again. And no heater to the driver's feet.
On the 7500s, yeah. I couldn't believe that. Oh, they were bad in the winter.
Yeah, you probably, yeah, the General Motors were the Jimmies, the really old ones.
That's right. They were so reliable.
Black smoke like a chimney though, holy.
Well, I think it was the 7500s. It was. The drivers kept complaining. And eventually, what Transit had the mechanics do was install a heater behind us, right here. Man, I'm telling you, I don't know where they got those from, but these things, I'm not kidding, they had to be pushing 40 Celsius.
it?
Yeah, oh, it was unbelievable. Seriously, we were all saying, you could fry eggs and cook ham and everything on that.
On a heater, yeah.
Oh, it was too much. In the winter, when it was minus 20 Celsius outdoors, we were having the doors open. Oh, you couldn't do that. You were too hot. Like, you couldn't keep the heater on. It was, like I said, it was around pushing 40 Celsius. It was unbelievable.
One bus George was supposed to get one day, he didn't end up getting it, and he takes over at Shaughnessy, right? But the bus he was supposed to get, it was sitting there broken down at Fish Creek, and all the coolant went into the, the sewer, so the fire trucks had to come and clean it up.
2 fire trucks.
Yep.
But that was crazy to have it that hot, because then what happened was you couldn't leave it on. You were sweating. So you had to turn it off. Well, when you turn it off, now you're cold. It was so bad.
Kind of defeats its
It
purpose.
had to be pushing close to 40. So it was totally unreal. The heat was it was unbelievable.
That was like the old Volkswagens.
What's that?
The old Volkswagens.
Oh, yeah. With the
They had the
motor.
heater under the dash.
Oh,
And
okay.
it was a gas heater.
Oh, yeah.
With
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
It was so hot in that, even the minute the start was the coldest parts of winter. You had this heater blowing on your lap, and it's getting hotter and hotter and hotter. Turn it off.
Oh, that's funny. Oh, man.
George,
What?
you would not be happy if they gave you a 7500 tomorrow if they still had them around.
Right. My brother and I went to, or not myself, pardon me, my 2 brothers, back in the late 60s, they drove to Nova Scotia in a Volkswagen. Yes, that's right. And they put the food on the motor, like a can of beans, and they would cook. They wrapped some food in tinfoil, and they cooked it on the motor. That was funny.
These poor old buses here. When do you think they'll start retiring these?
What's that?
When do you think they'll start retiring these? Into next year, the phase out might start.
That's right.
Or maybe not if the motor's still good.
Yeah, hard to say. My brother.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That's like them old sea trains. You ever heard of them? They're almost done, eh? We only have a few left.
Yeah.
The rust is terrible on them now. I see what you mean.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, back in the late 60s, my brothers loved those Volkswagens, eh?
Yeah.
And you could chop them up and make new buggies out of them.
Yeah, I know.
My brother it was just a Volkswagen, but he was well known. We lived in Saddle Ridge, and which was outside the city limits in 68. And I remember for my birthday, he piled everybody from my birthday party into the Volkswagen. We were sitting on each other's laps. Man, we were jammed. And we're driving down the road, and he just pulled over and went right into the ditch. Everybody was like, "Oh man," they said I had the best birthday ever. It was so crazy.
Good afternoon. How are you?
Hi. There we are.
George, speaking of Volkswagens, did you hear a couple years ago they lied about their clean burning diesel?
That's right.
And they got they got sued, boy.
I know, yes they did. They got caught.
Like for millions of dollars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think a couple of people went to prison. Because they installed software that misled people on the gas mileage as well.
To make them believe this has better gas
That's
mileage.
right, yeah. And they did that on purpose.
So they can make more money.
Yeah. So what happened with my brother, he became known around Saddle Ridge for being able to go basically anywhere with this vehicle, right?
Yeah.
This Volkswagen. And I'll never forget that. I was with him that day. We were almost to our driveway out in Saddle Ridge to pull in on the gravel road. And this guy pulled up beside him on a motorbike. We're out in the middle of nowhere in Saddle Ridge back in 68. This guy pulled up beside him. And my brother, it was a nice day, and my brother had the window down. And he said, "I heard about you." He said, "I can go anywhere you can go." With his motorbike, right? So my brother said, "Let's see about that." And what had happened was, it would have been about, back in those days, you called it miles. It would have been about 2 or 3 miles from our place. And there was, oh man, that must have been not quite a quarter, almost a quarter section. And it had a fence on it, but the fence, it was open in one location. The gate was, it was like a barbed wire gate, and it was open.
Ah.
So it had rained a couple of days before, and there was this huge, it was actually almost like a small lake. There would have been, maybe about 80 feet across or so. Thank you. And probably about 50 feet wide. My brother backed up. He got a run at this, and I'm telling you, he nailed it. And of course, with the Volkswagen, it bounced off the water and made it across. And the guy on the motorbike just shook his head and took off. Oh, that was funny.
Oh, what did you have for dinner last night?
Oh, I have to stop and think about that. Oh, yeah.
His wife always cooks him the good meals, eh? That's jealousy.
That was broccoli, mashed potatoes and gravy, and pork with gravy. Roast pork.
I guess when these buses are done here, Winnipeg will buy them back because they have the parts for them. They can basically do their transit system. Put a different number, like 600 or something,
Yeah.
for example.
Yeah, that's right.
The 600 series wouldn't be able to go now, are they? Yeah.
You mentioned those. I had a 600 series one day on a Route 19. And that Route 19 ran from the University of Calgary up to Leyland Heights. And the throttle on it, the gas pedal, it was so stiff. My leg, my foot actually, and ankle was so worn out by the end of the day. You seriously had to push on that. Oh man, I had to hold on to the steering wheel and then try to push on it to hold it down. There was a heavy string underneath the throttle, and it was really bad.
It was a Jimmy, right? Yeah?
600 series Jimmy.
First one, right?
Yeah, that's all they had back then. They didn't have anything else but Jimmy.
The 1100s were nice,
Oh, they were great.
except they were a bugger to warm up.
I was just going to say that. That was the only thing. Once they got broken in, they were fine. But when we first got them in,
That's the one thing about a diesel when you start it up and it's really cold, you gotta give it a good bunch of time to warm up.
Yeah, that's right, actually. You're right.
And sometimes if it's outside, it will not start.
Yeah.
We're all gonna miss George when he's gone.
That's for sure.
He's retiring on the 29th next month. They're getting closer.
Now, when you say you're gonna miss me, do you mean you're gonna throw a rock and you're not a good shot? Is that it?
No,
Doggone well better not.
the exact opposite of that.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure.
Man, this one has great takeoff.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's good.
How's it getting up the hill?
It's just okay. I was checking it out and it's okay, just okay.
Really good bus though, right?
Yeah, no.
Transmission is good.
Got 3 cool cushions, so I'm sitting high enough. I've got all the mirrors set up. This outside right-hand mirror is not very good though. It's terrible. I don't understand that.
Man, you said you had 1156 once and you were flying 120 on that one?
No, not
Which one was it?
That was a 900 series. I was over on John Laurie Boulevard, and the speed limit was 80k, and I was doing 90, and I couldn't believe that there was still lots of throttle there. I couldn't believe it. So I guess instead of going down Edmonton Trail, I just went up to Deerfoot and went south on Deerfoot to 32nd Avenue.
Well, you were a grinning Cheshire cat that day, weren't you?
Yeah. Boy, I couldn't believe that bus. That was 56, I think it had a governor on it.
Yes, I'll take this stop too there, bud. You betcha. Yes. Well, good to see you again, George.
Yeah, good to see you.
Have a pleasant day, sir.
And
Have
good
a
luck
Merry
on your
Christmas.
tickets.
You got a good load there. Is that bottles?
You betcha.
Yeah.
$10, $15 for space.
Yeah, oh yeah.
That's good.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye now.
Now, can I get that bag,
Man, he clucked a lot of bottles. Oh, George, you and Cliff made 47 though.
47.40, yeah.
Off of bottles and cans.
Yeah, that's
And
it.
anything I could spare, I gave to you guys. Like if I found a couple of cans at the LRT. Mind you, if I see one towards the end of the week and I'm taking your bus at a certain time, I'll put it in the bag.
Right.
Great takeoff.
Yeah, not bad at all. Gas is pretty cheap here. 98.9.
Oh, you're lucky. Diesel's actually cheaper right now.
Yes, it is.
Imagine if they bought gas-powered new Flyers of these. What that would sound like.
Oh yeah.
I would miss the roar from the Cummins engine though. Wouldn't I love you to do an express run today? That way you can rip this on barefoot.
That's right.
Wow.
What's the maximum speed on this?
I believe now they've got them governed out about 90. If they didn't have that governor on, they would, you could probably squeeze out about 105 or so.
And then you went 120 in that Jimmy. Isn't that something? Holy.
Yeah, that was before they were installing the governor.
Which one was it? 9 something?
Yes, it was a 900 series. I can't remember the exact number.
You said your favorite 900 series was 974. No, 975.
That's right, yeah.
you like so much?
Well, when they gave it to me, they told me to go down to diesel side rather than over in the garage. And I pulled it out of the diesel side where they work on buses. When I got on, I knew something was up. First of all, I was getting it from diesel side. But I started adjusting my mirrors and everything was fine. All the mirrors were perfect. When you adjusted them, they weren't loose. Everything was perfect.
How was the transmission in it?
Great. They done a lot of work on it.
It seems like they rebuilt it from the ground up, fresh off of the assembly line. That's what it felt like.
That's right. All I know is when I got out to Anderson Station, I was sitting there on the bus, and I couldn't hear the motor. And so I got out, and I started walking back towards the back, and I was about halfway back. Then I heard the motor. Once I was halfway down the bus, which was very unusual, because normally you'd be able to hear the motor from the driver's seat, but they had it tuned up so well, and it was so quiet.
How about 20 years later you could really start to hear it?
Oh yeah, no, less than that. Gosh, probably within 6 months or 8 months. You're probably the
Them Jimmies had so much character.
Yes.
They set themselves apart from these Flyers.
Yeah,
And then our CNG Novas.
that's right.
7701 Gary has.
Oh yeah, that's right.
How are these on slippery roads, Jared? Good?
Yeah, not bad.
Hey, guess what's on Route 11 again today? 7718 for the third day in a row.
Thank you.
You must be glad you got at least a couple people.
Yeah.
Sakit sa tayo.
9 days till Christmas. I can't believe it.
Yeah.
Who would think they'd cancel Christmas?
Yeah, I know.
Who would
Really?
think that? Who's gonna...
That's
Somebody
the first.
Scrooge would do.
Oh yeah, my friend.
And a lot of people are gonna say, well, the hell with you, I'm doing it anyways.
You could end up with a big fine.
Yeah, so there's that. Yeah. But I mean, a lot of people aren't gonna. I'm telling you. Everyone's been on my Facebook page saying, oh, they can all screw off. I'm having Christmas. I get what you mean. I know how you feel.
You're the first one to actually, like, to register. I think you're the first one to see that. Because it sounds so weird now. People never said it that way.
What's that?
Canceled Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah, people just say, oh, we can't go over. But you're right. This is the first year ever that they canceled
Yeah, for the last 2,000 years.
We're still going to my.
Something Scrooge would do.
We're still going to my uncle's, but that's only 2 other people. It's me, my dad, my grandma, my uncle Jamie, and my cousin Robbie. That's it. And then the dog. So
you give me the address and then I'll phone the police, okay?
no, don't you dare.
Oh, that's funny. Well, obviously you're not going to give me the address if I'm telling you that I'm going to do that.
Thank you, dude.
You're welcome. That's funny.
Obviously, if you did that, I would not take your bus after Christmas. I know you're just messing with
Yeah,
me.
well, of course.
You would lose me as a friend if you did that.
Oh, that's funny. I'm telling you to give me the address and then I'll hold it. Yeah, right.
Yeah, like I'm gonna do
Yeah,
that.
Exactly. That's what's so funny. Oh,
So, what are your Christmas plans? Are you still debating?
the way I I see it, we are. I'll just do whatever my wife wants, but she wants to go over to my son and daughter-in-law's in Airdrie. But my grandson, he's what? He'll be 4 years old January the 9th, so, and she really wanted to be there when he opens his presents, and I can understand that, so I'm just going to leave it up to her. If she wants to, then we will.
But I mean, if she gets caught, right? You're not the one taking the heat for
I
it.
mentioned that. The odds are extremely low that somebody would say anything, but the neighbor did phone that in Airdrie it's the RCMP. There is that possibility, highly probable,
But hey, it's Christmas, so you're kind of got your hands tied, right?
yeah, that's
And I can understand that your wife wants to be there. And is Cliff there too, right?
yeah.
So you'll see him on Christmas.
Yeah, and we already know everybody's fine. So, but we'll just play it by ear, whatever.
And then Cliff will, then you'll see Cliff shortly after Christmas if you go over there.
Yeah.
So you said it's just okay up the hill, right?
Yeah, we'll find out in a second. There we go. Now I'm gonna floor it.
No problem at all.
No, it's okay. It's not pulling. It's some other color running.
How many horsepower does the motor have, George?
You know, I believe they told me that there are only 3 cylinders.
3.
Yeah, that's what they were telling me.
I think it's around 250, 275, the most of these new Flyers.
There we are.
Thank you. Bye.
Yeah, no.
But I remember they were showing me one, and they said they're only a 3-cylinder, but I guess it's the size of the motor. So I was really surprised.
Oh, that Jimmy. George had a 20-foot Jimmy once. A 20-foot bus with a full-size motor. When he took off, you can feel the front end lifting when he took off.
Yeah. Yeah, literally.
I just wish you could have remembered what series that was. That way I can look it up.
Yeah, no, I only had it once.
Then they took him out of service.
Yeah.
You must have glad you got to drive one.
Yeah, I am actually, yeah.
You must miss them Jimmys.
They were a lot of fun. They had a stick shift, 3-speed automatic. They were a lot of fun. I really enjoyed them.
They didn't have engines like these. They had Detroits though.
That's right.
Man, I'm gonna have to look up the Orion. I thought the Orions were Detroits.
Yeah. I don't think so. Not a Detroit diesel in those Orions. I don't believe so. They didn't have any problem.
Some of them were better than others,
Yeah.
but generally not a lot of power.
Yeah, you mentioned Detroit diesel. Well, Detroit used to be a hub city for vehicles, for cars. Wow. So many jobs.
Where they had the MCIs, the motor coach, where were they located, I wonder?
The motor?
The motor coach industries for the
You
MCIs.
mean the company?
Yeah.
You know, I'm not sure. It was, I don't believe it was Canada, though. I think it was the States.
I'm gonna do some research tonight. I'll let you know tomorrow.
Yeah.
Are the engines from the company in Winnipeg too, or are they from General Motors?
Which one?
The engine.
Yes, I believe so.
They're from General Motors?
No, not General Motors. I don't think. I'm not sure on that.
Because there's different Cummins diesels. There's a,
That's a good
There's an ISC Cummins and then there's an ISL Cummins.
Because I know the bus itself is built in Winnipeg, but as far as the motor, now I don't know if they purchase those motors from some other places.
They probably do, or maybe they have their own because it's New Flyer, right?
I'm not sure, yeah, I just don't know.
Yeah, if it's the one more, I mean, it's maybe Caterpillar too.
Yeah, that's a really good question.
They have some in the new school buses, the newer and older ones. Right, they have a couple, quite a few Cummins school buses.
Yeah, that's right.
These aren't actually too bad for stink, but you want stink, them old school buses.
Yeah,
When they're running them, all you can smell is diesel.
yeah, that's right.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And a lot of the school buses break down too because with the money, a school only has so much money. So they can't buy all brand new buses, but at the same time, they're gonna have to retire the old buses. But they can, They gotta keep them around for longer.
Yeah, that's right.
Have you had the bus stall on you before?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've had a lot of strange things happen.
Oh, I found another MCI. Have you driven 5006 or?
You're welcome. Bye-bye. Yes, I have.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember once I was driving a Jimmy, and the horn would actually honk only when I turned left to go into Anderson Station, and then up when I was going east on Southland and turned right to go south of Bonaventure. It would go there too, every hour. Only those two locations. That was very strange.
You know, some of these buses go for 1 million kilometers, too. Yeah, over 1 million.
For January 1st, I get the new man. When I get the keys tomorrow? I heard
Oh, you saw nice. Well, me and my son are gonna be so excited, man.
there's the $700,000.
Those are nice, though, eh?
Oh, they are.
They're beautiful.
Yeah, and you get everything in there.
Yeah, they're probably not the hugest. They might have a penthouse, but
Yeah.
they're just gorgeous.
Yeah.
Not gonna be right behind you,
Yeah.
okay? You have a great day, eh?
Thanks, you too. Yeah,
How
with the sunshine on.
how would be how much worth would the 7500s be now?
How much would they be worth now?
Yeah.
Oh man, over $10. I know.
Yeah.
Not very much.
This stuff, George.
Okay.
These are probably worth quite a bit of money, these these 01, 02 New Flyers.
Yeah. Probably about 75,000.
And the 79s are probably a little more.
There we are. Okay,
Thank you,
good luck
George.
on your ticket.
Yeah, I got it. I'm gonna open it up.
Have a good night. Have a good night, sir.
Yeah,
You got that?
thanks.
Who is he? Is he a regular?
Yeah, just a friend.
Ma'am, would I love you to do top speed on barefoot in these things? Hear the motor?
Yeah.
I can hear the turbo when you take off.
Yeah, right.
You don't get 70s. Well, I should say you had 76 on Monday.
Right.
What is with you? You get a 79 one day, then it's back to the 77s.
Right.
You haven't driven a 78 for weeks.
No, that's right.
Thank you.
Take care. You're welcome.
Have a
Bye-bye.
good night.
The last one you drove at was, I think, what, last month or
I
something?
believe so, yeah.
41. I was at a good bus.
Yeah.
At least you got a couple people today, thank God. I was expecting you to be empty when you pulled in to pick me up. Get it? Empty, right?
Ah, that's right. MT. 2 letters of the alphabet.
What's your wife up to today?
Well, I asked her. She said not too much. She's finally got a day off where she doesn't have to do too much. That's nice. That's very rare.
I was a little sluggish getting going this morning, but I had no problem once I got up.
Yeah.
Oh, did you see that kid waving to you or no?
Not today.
It's a little early yet though, right?
You're right. Should be. It might be now when I get over there.
Oh yeah.
Bye bye. Have a good night. Thanks.
You haven't driven 79, 89 for months either, right?
No, that's right.
That's when we first met.
That's right.
You never got an opportunity to do the max lines, eh?
No.
We should do that when we go out so you can see the city, right?
That's right.
There's max yellow,
Yeah.
max orange,
That's right.
max purple, and max teal.
Right.
That's the one that goes to Douglas Glen Terminal.
Oh, okay.
Is that where you stopped when you did the 96 Douglas deal or whatever it was? Was there a terminal there at Douglas Glen like there is now?
Not a terminal.
Yeah.
What we did, left and right, we went out and it was, how would you like, it was almost like a square, a large square, like about maybe, 4 kilometers square. You went north and you turned right, then you went up, and turned right again, and then turned right again and came back. So it wasn't really a terminal, but you managed to, the way the road was, you turned yourself around and went back. Because I'll never forget, where that road was. Like I said, it's like a square. So I looked over one day and there was a sign in the field. And I was wondering what that sign was. Because it was just an empty field. And one day a passenger got on about a week after I noticed the sign. And I mentioned it to them. And they said, oh, that sign, he said, I went over and I looked at it. It says future LRT for Douglas Bank. They were going to put some Chinook through Douglas Bank. So I thought, wow, that's interesting. So I went on the internet when I got home. I'd never seen this before. I looked it up and the sign was correct. Future LRT. But it's just that they were talking 20 years in the future. I couldn't believe they put a sign up 20 years early. Holy smokes.
And then they didn't ended up to doing that
No,
one.
they didn't end up doing it, right? I know you have to put the sign up early to let people who are thinking of moving into the area know
But I mean, if you're not gonna do that, then you know.
20 years of it, right?
We would have seen the U2s go through there if that was a new line.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. But yeah, no, they never did. It's not,
Work's been good today, otherwise.
yeah. Yeah, it's fine. I've never heard of anything like that. A sign 20 years in the future.
I know, right?
I couldn't believe it.
So on Monday, I might meet you at 2:30 or so for the at Rivalwood, maybe, depending on the time.
What about Thursday and Friday?
No, but I'm talking about for next week when you start. Thursday and Friday, not sure yet, but I'm gonna get on your bus for sure.
Oh, okay. Well, the weather's going to be nice. Last time I checked was right up to December 26th.
Would you be at Shaughnessy 2:30 something too, right? Next week?
Next week, that's when I start my P141.
Yeah.
Forgot about that. I gotta remember. I don't start at noon, I start at 11:32 in the morning. So I gotta get up a half an hour earlier. That means I'll be home at 2000 hours.
8 p.m., yeah.
That's right, yeah.
So if I ever wanted to catch the 11 with you, you're out at 48, right?
From where?
From Shaughnessy.
Just give me a second. No, I would be out at 36 every hour. Then at 32 and at 36.
From Shaughnessy?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean when you catch the 11 home.
Oh, the 11?
Yes.
Just give me a second, that's right. Because I would finish at 11, not out at 36, out at 30. No, 36. Yeah, that's right, 36. So yeah, that's right, I would finish at,
Yeah, when do you finish?
30. Give me a second. Why is something not right here? 02 and 06, so 32 and 36, right? Anyhow. Oh, I see. They changed my time just slightly. That's right, too. So anyhow, yeah, you're right, 48. That's right, 7:48.
You will be doing, getting on Gary's bus now. He's out at 48, except he's doing 12 next week.
That's right, yeah, exactly.
So would they not switch you guys up? So you and Gary are seniors, so for the afternoon run it stays the same every day.
That's right,
Except for late night at Spareboard.
yeah.
When do you finish though? You pull into Shaughnessy for the last time at what?
I don't know the exact time because it will change by 9 minutes.
Well, if you're going to arrive at what is it? Oh,
Well, Fish Creek it changes.
Yeah.
After, 1800 on the Q141. I think it's 18. Just give me a second. 1830. It would change. The time would change slightly by about 9 minutes. That's why I'm confused. I can't figure out my time. Because this one changes at.
my guess is you would be at Fish
On the hour. Jeez, I'm really confused here. It would be on the hour. It would change
57 at Fish Creek, right? Instead of Somerset. That would make sense.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so it would change at Fish Creek at 1800. I think it would be 1800. Right. That sounds about right. It would change by about 9 minutes.
I think you would be done at 7:32, right? Something like that?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, not exactly 32, but very close. My time changes by about 9 minutes at Fish Creek. Around 1800.
But I can meet you if I arrive on the train at 150 Fish Creek. You can pick me up at 57.
Right.
Yeah, okay. Patch of ice there. Did you feel that?
Yeah, you have to be very careful pulling out because you can wreck the transmission going from ice to dry pavement.
And some drivers don't do that, eh?
Oh, that's right.
They gun it out of there.
Yeah, that'll wreck the transmission. My brother told me that years ago. You can't go spinning the tires on ice and all of a sudden hit dry pavement. That'll wreck the transmission.
And like, you know what though? Especially bus ones though.
Yeah,
Bus transmissions are pretty hefty.
yes they are.
This has been a good bus to you.
Yeah, very nice. Very nice. Just my right hand outside here, it's not good at all. The dial is broken on my left, that's my outside right hand here.
I was wondering why you brake so hard for a minute there.
Well, that girl wanted to cross.
Yeah, oh yeah. My last bus of the day, I have to go all the way back up to East Hills because we parked our car by the Walmart there.
Where? East Hills?
Yeah.
Where's that?
It's by Stony Trail there. Stuff like that. East Hills, there's a Walmart out there. It's like 7 minutes away from Chestermere.
Not by Cross Iron Mills.
No.
East Hills, I don't know where that is.
But it's 7 minutes away from my house, so that's the closest bus I can get, right?
Right. So what's around these fields? What area?
Around it, it's like forest lawn,
Oh, wow, okay.
stuff like that. And it's like you can take Stony Trail there.
Okay.
It's 17th Avenue to be exact.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it a new area?
Fairly new. It's been there for quite a while, but a lot has developed there.
Yeah. Okay. A lot of these areas I'm not aware of.
I hope you don't mind that I'm taking a shorter ride with you today.
Oh, that's okay. We'll see you again tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
Sounds
It feels like Thursday to me because I'm not used to doing 5 days a week.
right, yeah.
I went to bed at 2 a.m. right on the dot, so I'm getting better. What time did you go to bed?
Oh man, it was actually late, 5 o'clock in the morning.
Jeez. Oh, 7714, driven that one at all?
Yeah.
You've driven quite a few of these.
Oh yeah, no, pretty much all of them.
When we first met, you said you didn't have a lot of 77s though.
Right.
But now that's what's coming out of Vic Park on this route, it seems, right?
That's pretty cool. Well, you figure I must ride for approximately 200 days out of the year, and you get a different bus every day, so. Or 48, oh, more than 200. 220. No.
Yes.
300, just about 300 days out of the
Oh, I'm getting off here.
Right. Yeah,
George, you're gonna leave?
about 300 days out of the year I would drive.
Jeez.
So
Well, that would make sense.
yeah, different bus every day, yeah.
Well, see you tomorrow.
Okay, we sure will.
Thank you, George.
You're
Take
very
care.
welcome.
I'm having a bacon and cheese, grilled cheese with bacon on it tonight.
What, a roll?
Fried, yeah.
Okay.
If that would not make you jealous.
Sounds good.
Anyway, see you tomorrow. I'll be at Fish Creek, Shaughnessy, or Somerset.
Okay, that sounds good.
Bye, man.
Okay, you take care.
Safe travels.
Thanks.
Bye.
What is it Roy Rogers used to say, happy trails?
Happy trails. Yeah.
That's it.
Bye.